Morning! So, we're doing the nails. Explanation on the missing one. Yesterday when I was cooking my dinner, I was putting up the dishes. I mean, I had to wait for my food anyway, so why not just go ahead and get the chores out of the way, you know? So I got my finger like stuck on like the cabinet door when I pulled away. It already loosened it at that point. And then we went on a walk and there's these two neighborhood dogs. I don't know whose dogs they are or where they came from, but they've been in our yard. I mean, they've been everywhere. These past 2 times we've been on a walk, we've seen them at this one house and they were there again. And so it got Lily and Cassie all freaked out. My hands were already super sweaty because it was really hot outside. Plus getting in the movement in and stuff, I was sweaty. And so I'm sitting there trying to hold on to the leash, but she slips out of my hand and it knocked it off, so that really hurt. I was gonna make this video anyways today, but now we really have to because I'm missing a nail and this has been bothering me since yesterday. One missing, just like, I hate it. It bothers me. So we're gonna fix them. I went ahead and picked out the next nails I'm gonna use because I have a whole bucket full and I didn't feel like bringing that bucket over here. So I picked out these little Ioni ones. Ioni, however you pronounce it. I usually get my nails from Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Marshall's. I always spend the $7 on Kiss nails at Walmart, 4 and under. Usually $125 though, because I get a lot of my nails from here. That's what this set was from. This was a Dollar Tree set. It was super cute. I loved this set, but it's time to say goodbye. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I reset my nails. It needs it. And I've had this for a couple weeks now, so I'd already taken them off and re-put them back on, clean them up, all that. And they're kind of starting to grow out again, so it's time to redo them. So I got my coffee and let's go. So obviously the first thing I do is I just pop the old nails off. I'll just take this and just kind of start from the back and just start pushing under there and just popping them off. Literally just glued these ones on like back on like a couple days ago, and that's why this one hurt so much when it got snatched and then snatched again and popped off. I literally just glued this one on a couple days ago. So these are gonna be not the easiest to pop off, but we're just gonna keep picking at it until I start getting it loose. Got them all off, I'm just going to go back over them with the nail file and just kind of file the glue off, and also just kind of start shaping and filing the nails down as well. And if they're long enough, I'll just bring in the nail clippers and just kind of clip them off. Also doing a quickly preference, I forgot to say it at the beginning of the video, I'm not a professional whatsoever. I did not go to school for nails. This is literally just what I do to apply them. I'm not a professional. Just wanted to say that before we got any further. Now that they are all filed, I'm just going to push back all of the cuticles and just cut them off.
next thing we're gonna do with the nails, now that we're all prepped and almost ready to go, we just have one more thing, which is to dehydrate the nails with alcohol. I'm just going to pour some on here, and then I kind of just hold it there for like a few seconds. I'm just going to dehydrate the nails so that they'll last longer. At least I think that's what makes them last longer. I don't really know. Not a professional. This is just what I do. Actually, before I keep dehydrating, I'm going to go ahead and size them up. Now, if you get one that says that it comes with 12 nails, I would highly recommend just buying 2 of them. Some of them are going to fit and some of them aren't. We're going to work with it because this is what we have. Now that we have them all set out, I will start dehydrating. One thing about this step is it really lets me know where I've accidentally cut myself with the cuticle clippers because it burns. Now that we have dehydrated nails, let me put this lid on. Okay, I like to start with like pinkies and working my way up. So I'm gonna take this glue from Ione from Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna start putting some glue on the nail. This is always a messy process for me. Okay, and then going to hope that it's even for one. I just kind of push it under where the cuticle would have been and press down, and now we have our nail. And then I'll go back afterwards on the nail and just kind of quickly brush away from the glue to kind of clean it up some. Usually I'll get some kind of paper residue left over, but it'll come off. Yep, and now we're gonna do that 9 more times with a lot less glue than that first one. This one's like wider than this one, so it just always looks funny. So I always suggest just getting 2. Then you have at least 24 options instead of just 12. Last few things I'm gonna do is just take my nail file and just kind of file the tips of these, because sometimes when you like buy nails, it'll like have those like, I don't know, there's just like an extra like uneven piece on the top. So I like to just take my nail file and just file those down. And then the very last thing that I do is like once the glue dries down enough is just kind of go over the cuticles with some cuticle oil, and then it'll be done. This is also just from Dollar Tree. It's almost empty, but it's just a mango cuticle pen. The tip is kind of like crusty because I did it too soon one time, and so I got nail oil on it. I'll just take it once it's dry enough, just kind of moisturize those cuticles, and then usually I'll just sit there and kind of rub it in a little, and there's the nails.
Okay, nails are done. Definitely wish I had like 2 packs of these, so then they weren't so like uneven with sizing and stuff, but they're pretty cute. I'm not used to a French tip. They look kind of weird because it's not the full nail being colored, but we'll get used to them. I've been wanting to use these for a while, the Ione ones. I have these ones, some like pink heart ones, and then blue butterflies. Now we have a nice fresh set on, and they look pretty good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe you learned something. I don't know, I'm not a professional. Maybe there's something that I do in my nail routine that you were like, huh, I kind of want to try that for like the next time I refresh mine, you know? So let me know if you have any like tips on what I could do, should do. Please let a girl know. Even though I didn't go to college, my knowledge in beauty is more on makeup than it is on nails. Self-taught makeup artist. Nails, not so much. So I did used to be into nails really big when I was in middle school. I did nails. I was teaching myself, you know, different patterns to paint on. I had little like stickers and stuff that I would paint patterns on. I think the best set I ever did was, I don't have a picture of it sadly, but it was like a leopard print. I taught myself how to do leopard print, which it was really cool, but I just was so impatient with the nail polish drying that half the stuff I did never looked good because I was too impatient on the drying process. And so after nails I switched to hair, but then that's where I started learning, like teaching myself how to braid and stuff. But then I hated doing hair because my arms would get tired so fast. And then eventually I went to makeup, and makeup stuck. I love makeup, but then I started getting back into nails, but like press-ons. Like I don't have to paint them. I kind of like the process of doing them, but having to sit there and wait for paint to dry couldn't be me. So I like press-ons. I've been wearing them since December of last year. November, December of last year. And so I've kind of formed a little routine on how to do them. The routine when I first started did not include this or pushing the cuticles back. The very first time I put them on, I just threw them on and called it a day. But the more I started doing them, the more I was like, I kind of want these to last a little bit longer. I kind of started going into more filing them down and cutting the cuticles and dehydrating the nails, and that seemed to work for me. So that's how I do my nails. So thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.